Hello, chat. Hope you are all doing well. We're back. Gonna be playing some more Ultima 2, The Revenge of the Enchantress. And the goal tonight is to kill the Enchantress, Minax herself. We kind of failed the last part to do our goal, which was to get to Planet X, because we got stuck needing to farm. Well, we've been farming since then. And we're going to be farming a little bit more on stream before we get to progression. But, yeah. Hello, Moto. Text looks a little bit small on the chat. Let's fix that. Up it to 200. How do we reset the chat box? There we go. That's better. Oh yeah, today we can show this off. Look what we got. It can fly, it can dance. It sure can. We have so sorry, we gotta take down our few Gunpla boxes now. Someday we will do a Gunpla stream where we build all of these. Oh, okay, this is not a Gunpla. This is actually a figure eyes of Miorine. Gonna put that back, and we're gonna put the Gundam Elfith hood back as well. But this is what we want to show. We also have the rebuild. So now we have Ariel, and we have the Ariel rebuild, which is awesome. Yeah, we want to do we want to do streams building these at some point. But yeah, we're really lucky. Like, not only did like we get this pretty cheap, but like we got it from like a Swedish retailer too. Like it's actually gotten a bit easier to find Gunpla in Sweden. It's kind of funny how video games are getting more expensive and difficult, but somehow niche plastic robots is getting easier. But yeah, just want to show that off because we could. Well, on the subject of showing off, we attended a music quiz today with our partner. Noah and us went to a local pub music quiz, bar music quiz. Not sure what's the real classification for the places. And we got second place. Our team got second place. That was really fun. 16 teams in total. We got second place, and like, yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty cool. So yeah, had a pretty awesome day. Also watched a new episode of Star Trek Starfleet Academy, which was a really good episode. Not the best episode. Some people are saying it's the best episode, and like, if you think that, great, more power to you. Personally, we thought episode 2 and episode 4 were both better. Episode 2 and episode 4 are like the gold standard for Starfleet Academy episodes so far, in our opinion. Those 2 episodes are like really good. But it was still a good episode. All the episodes so far have been really good. We're halfway through the season now. We are gonna do some kind of Starfleet Academy stream playing the game Starfleet Academy while talking about the show Starfleet Academy at some point. But yeah, if you haven't watched Star Trek Starfleet Academy yet, get on it. It's different from other Star Trek show. Like it has a different tone, different vibe. It's not gonna be for everyone. It's clearly trying to get like a younger audience. But in our honest opinion, it does a really good job using that to establish itself and like existing without relying on nostalgia and legacy, which is like one of the big problems with modern Star Trek, is that they can't do that. This feels like it, like, if we remove the fact that it's clearly a modern show, like made in the 2020s, it feels like it could have been the next Star Trek show after Enterprise, you know? Like it has that same, actually honestly, Enterprise was already kind of already stepping into the let's just make people remember what they like camp, or making 9/11 apologia. Sorry, not 9/11 apologia. America post 9/11 apologia. But it feels like we could have come after like Deep Space Nine and Voyager. Like it's its own thing. It's set in like clearly its own space of the franchise, and it wants to do its own thing and establish itself and actually make good points and tell good stories. It's really good. Watch Starfleet Academy. Like, it is the best Star Trek in a very long time. And we honestly think it's on par with Star Trek in the 90s. Like, yeah. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, let's get to the game, shall we? Let's hop on in. So we've been roaming about in our frigate, shooting enemies like this, gathering gold to afford a spacesuit. As you can see, we have now 3,000 HP and 1,000 food. We're hoping that food will last us the rest of the game, but we'll see. And we also have all the planes that we stole last time that accidentally got saved through the save state. We will not be using those planes because we haven't gotten them properly. We got them in save states where we died. Well, technically, one of the airplanes we actually did survive. We just decided to load an earlier state and try and do better. So we didn't die specifically, but still, we're not going to be using it. Oops. Our stats have gone up a bit as well. We have Charisma 52 now. Not sure how high the game expects us to have. We have enough to... Hi, buddies. We have enough to wield the quicksword. We said last stream that you need the quicksword to beat the game. But apparently that's not true. It's like a common misconception. At least that's what the Ultima resource site that we read says. You only need the ring from Planet X. It's just recommended that you have the quicksword. Are you gonna lie down? Yeah, okay. You're gonna sit. Okay, yeah, of course. What is this? Oh, Star Fox Adventures. Yeah, we also found out that apparently the prices for things follow the Fibonacci sequence of all things. And when you go past certain thresholds of charisma, everything moves down one step in said sequence. With fun little Ultima facts there. Are you gonna lie down or not? What are you doing? Okay. By the way, we haven't decided which version of Ultima 3 we're gonna play yet. So far in the series, we've stuck to the original version, you know. But at some point we are gonna wanna pick more interesting versions as well, because eventually we'll reach the point where the original version is the common version. Which, there's nothing wrong with that, obviously, but, that means that it's a little more fun to, pick something out of the ordinary. So, for Ultima 3, we could, for example, play the NES version. That's an option. But we haven't decided yet. We might stick with Apple II for now. The Commodore 64 version could potentially be fun as well. For Ultima 4, we can do the Sega Master System version. That could be fun. Because, it is fun how, back in the day, you kind of had no choice when it came to getting a game on a different system. You were basically forced to completely remake the game with, all new tech, or different tech, we should say. And it led to like all versions being very distinct and different in a very interesting way. Like if you play Ultima 2 on Apple II, on DOS, on Commodore 64, on Atari 8-bit, on the FM7, on the Macintosh OS, on the Japanese FM Towns or the Japanese MSX system, the PC 88 system. Like all of these are like very distinctly different from each other. They look different, they feel different. Like they tell the same story, they have the same content. You fight the same things, you know, you do the same things in the same order. It's mostly the same in regards to like stats and such. But they still feel very different and distinct. So maybe we'll play a different version. It's a fan-made game report of Ultima 3, yeah, exactly. Like that's another option. The point we know we want to start using fan-made versions is Ultima 7 at least. Because with Ultima 7, we want to use the fan-made source port, which is called Lazarus. Because then we can also import some original graphics, which means that we can design our character more freely. Because we brought this up before, but the longer the Ultima series went on, is this enemy gonna come back or not? Oh, there it is. The longer the Ultima series went on, the more restrictive your character became. Because obviously, in this game, your character is just a stick figure. You can imagine that character as anything. And you have like a few things that define them in the character sheet, but like, for the most part, it's up to the imagination. But eventually we start getting graphics to define us. And the more advanced graphics became, the more they restricted the character development. And by the time you hit Ultima 9, you don't get any choice at all. You are a pre-made character. So we want to try, and maybe for Ultima 7, if possible, if we can figure out how, Ultima 9, mod in a custom appearance. We think that could be fun. We know how to do it for Ultima 7 through Lazarus, but haven't looked at Ultima 9 yet. Of course, as a kid, we mainly grew up playing the DOS versions of these games. The DOS versions are, for the most part, pretty faithful to the Apple II versions, but there's a lot of like quality of life updates. And we do think that kind of makes the DOS versions the least interesting to play in a way, because it's like, it's mostly just Apple II, but like slightly easier to play. And like at that point, like obviously there's nothing wrong with playing that. Like it's a great way to play it actually. But if you're gonna like showcase the game and showcase how old games were, for example, it's not the most interesting choice, in our opinion. Okay, now we need to remember where to buy. Where do you buy weapons? Armor. Is it here? So how many keys do we have? 5. That's enough. Found out, by the way, that we could have the moment you can kill a guard, you can actually like break into Lord British's vault and just like loot that, which is technically a better way to get armor than buying higher tier armor. But you can't get anything above what we have now, so it's not worth doing it now. Let's see, transact. We want power armor. Yes, thank you. We want to wear power armor. Alright, now we have the best armor in the game. So next we want to let's talk to this guy. Isn't this a great game? Let's tip 50. Oh, Aviators uses skull keys. Okay, we already knew that. Let's see if we can get our stats up a bit, shall we? So we want to get stamina does nothing, apparently. So strength, agility, and charisma are our main things. Ideally we should get strength up for damage or agility up for hit chance. Our hit chance is okay, so let's try and get strength up if possible. Let's see, offer gold, and let's offer 500. We got nothing. Try again. Intelligence, that doesn't help us. We are not a wizard. Agility 71. Let's keep trying. Charisma 72 would have been helpful before because then we would have gotten a cheaper armor, but not really useful now. Oops. Pass. Offer correctly. Nothing. Offer gold directly. Strength 74. Perfect. Alright, that should make it so it's easy for us to steal this airplane. Hopefully. Okay. Here we go. Unlock. 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 Oh, 2 hits now. Damn. Board. And was it takeoff? No. It was launch. We have a plane. Hell to the yeah. We are now able. Oh, oops. Launch. We can now fly anywhere we want to, and we need to. Okay, so where do we need to go? Let's pause. We need to travel to the future, right? The post-apocalyptic future. Feels strange strength makes you fight better fighting with a phaser. Yeah. Fancy genre, fancy game trope question. What's your favorite ancient civilization a game mentions or heavily talks about but you only interact with through what's left behind? Oh, that's a good question. The Elegants in Final Fantasy XIV are really good, of course. The Dwemer in Elder Scrolls are kind of fun. Although technically you do interact with them if you do certain things correctly. Where's the portal we need to use? That one? Why did we need an airplane for that? Are we missing something? Okay, guess we're going for that one. You also interact with the elegance, kinda. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Shoso are good, yeah. Okay, so we need to go to South America, which is actually right here. So apparently there's like a portal here. I think it's like right here, like where this is. So let's wait for it. It's not appearing. It shouldn't take this long to appear. It's possible we picked the wrong timeline. But we are in AD, right? San Antonio. It's an AD. There should be a portal here. It's higher up, maybe. Oh wait, we're here. The portal's like here. You can barely see the difference. Maybe that's it. See if we go up here? Maybe? But again, why would we need an airplane for this? It's accessible by boat, right? Oh wait, no, yeah, we need to bring the airplane into the future. It's not that the portal is accessible by airplane. It's right. We remember now. But it's not showing up here either. Maybe it doesn't show up when you're flying. Maybe we need to land it and then fly. Can we land in the forest? Can land there. That doesn't help. Can't land there. Why not? At least you can fly over the mountains in this. Wait, why can't we land there? What's different from the... Oh, it's like marshland. It's not... It's a different texture. We didn't see that. Okay. Okay. Let's just fly and try and find a portal, maybe. See what's going on over in Europe. Oh, okay, so that portal is still open. Does it go away? Because if it goes away, then the portals are opening and closing. If it doesn't, then that means that while we're flying, the portals remain or stay open. It is remaining. Interesting. And that is the AD to BC portal? Yes, that's the AD to BC portal. But we need to go to the aftermath. How do we do that? Do we just have to get lucky? Actually, maybe we just need to... Okay, so what if we just... Okay, if we wait here in the plane, does it go away? Yes, okay, so now it should ideally be open somewhere else. So maybe now we can bring it to South America. Yes, that's what you do. Here we go. What? Why didn't that work? Do we have to land it in the portal? No. But this is explicitly what we were told to do. Okay, we cannot land in the portal. Okay, let's see. Oh, we have too many World of Greyhawk tabs open on Twitter right now. Let's see. Ultima to Game Corner. There we are. Thank you. Oh, it's Ultima 1. Oops. Fly your plane through the time doors to the aftermath. That's... That's what we're trying to do. What? Maybe the direction matters? Let's try and go in from the side. Okay, this is very odd. Very odd. It might be a command thing. So basically, like, every walkthrough for Ultima 2 is like written as like this amount of text, and that's the walkthrough. It's like we can literally like tell you we went to a different site just to see what I was saying, right? Than the one we'd be using. Here's what it says. We're gonna read you the entire walkthrough, start to finish. 1423 BC, game start. 1990 AD, raise attributes. With high attributes, defeat some guards and win keys. Use keys to get an airplane. Pangea Age, use the airplane to pass swamps and learn Father Anto's location. 2112 AD Aftermath, use the airplane to get a space rocket. Use the space rocket to get Father Anto's blessing. 1990, Use Fedoranto's blessing to get the magic ring. Time of Legends. Use the magic ring to enter Minax castle and defeat her. That's the entire walkthrough. We're 8 hours in. That's the entire walkthrough. Pangea used the airplane to pass swamps and learn Fedoranto's location. That's useless because we already learned Fedoranto's location. We did that before we got the airplane. Okay, fuck it. This walkthrough sucks. Let's go read another one. Okay. To make your way over the ocean in Aftermath, you must wait until a frigate appears or bring a plane from New San Antonio via the time gates to the Aftermath. Why does none of them tell us how to... They all just say go through the time gate. Okay, let's see what commands do we have? Maybe it's a command. Oops, we're on the wrong. There. Okay. Ultima 2. Commands. Attack, board, cast, descend, enter, fire, get, hyperspace, ignite, jump, climb, launch, land, magic, negate, offer, pass, quit, ready, steal, transact, unlock, view, where, exit, yell, stats, and pass. Can try enter. Nope. Maybe this portal doesn't work. Maybe we have to go through Pangea. Maybe it's that simple. Where's the Pangea portal? Right. Greenland, right. Land. Pass. Oop. Pass. There we go. Launch. Let's try this. Maybe we need to, like, launch it into the portal. Like, we land it here and then we launch. No. Didn't help. Maybe something is simply broken. How about we save the game normally? Oh, hold on. Exit, attack, north. Okay, let's... how do you save the game normally? It's... right, it's quit. And now we reset. Why is it stuck? Oh. There we go. Part 2 of the #1 best-selling fantasy role-playing game by Lord British. We know. Okay, we can't skip this. Never mind. Play. Alright, let's try this again. So right now the Britain portal should be open. No. Fuck, which portal is open right now? Is there a 4th portal in this timeline? It's not the Greenland portal, it's not the South America portal, it's not the Britain portal. We tried. That's why we restarted the game. The other portal didn't work either. Oh, here's the portal right now. Okay, let's try this one. Nope. It's not doing anything. How to fly through Time Gate Ultima 2. Okay, here's a game facts guide. It says it's for the Apple II version, so that's good. This one's actually like really longly written. Longly? That's not the word, but how to use time portals. Okay, good. Sorry. Okay, that's just explaining like how they appear and such. Okay, flying a plane. Okay. New San Antonio has an airport. Yeah. Get there. Ride the airplane. Okay, we can't use this portal, apparently. Oh, okay, so we need to be within walking distance of a moon gate with the plane. Okay. Fly to Australia. Okay. Land there, and while in the plane, go through the time portal. Oh, wait, can we move? Can we move on the ground? We can drive the plane on the ground. We didn't take into account realism. Because since when do we have to take into account realism? We thought it worked like a Final Fantasy airship. That's cool. Being allowed to drive the plane on the ground and not only fly it. Genuinely cool. We can't believe they let you do that. How fucking cool is that? Okay. Well, at least now we know what we couldn't get anywhere. Now I have to wait for the 4th portal. Alright, and we are in the aftermath. Alright, and now we need to get to Pirate's Cove. Which not entirely sure where it is, but I think it's like the only settlement that can be found, so how hard could it be? The alternative method, by the way, is to get a boat. Boats aren't supposed to appear in the aftermath, but they can appear in the aftermath very rarely. So if you get very lucky, you can catch a boat, and then you never actually need to get the airplane. Hello, Miss Sun. If it's called Pirate's Cove, it's probably in the Caribbean. Maybe. Oh yeah, no, we've already checked the Caribbean. How does that? It's going well. It took us forever to figure out how to go through the time gates. Oh, there it is. With an airplane, but we figured it out eventually. Hold on. Come on. There we go. Pirates Harbor. Okay. It wasn't quite Pirates Cove, but it was close enough. Alright. So I think we have everything we need. Have you seen Diane Keaton? Warren Beatty asks, have you seen Diane Keaton? Okay. Okay. Is this really good music for Pirate Harbor? Seer is out. Okay. Pirates Cove. Oh, here's the Pirates Cove. The village idiot suggests offer the hotel clerk gold. We've already done that. Oh, there's the there's a spaceship. There's a bunch of airships. Chuckles the Bumble cries, "Can I look yet? Is it over?" Okay, how do we get into the space station? Can't see if there's a door between Pirates Cove and the space station or not. The KGB is here. Okay. The Chinese Communist Party space program. So the Chinese Communist. No, that's not. The CCCP is. Oh, whatever. We don't remember. We're initialisms right now. But yeah, apparently the KGB has taken over Sweden in the apocalyptic future. Oh, but we have Red Lobster in Sweden. Oh wait, no, it's ruined. CCP Soviet Union, yeah, and a codec for VLC. Right, yeah. Ministry of Propaganda. Okay. 666. Maybe it's 999 upside down because that's the coordinates after all. Oh, oops, that's how we leave. Okay, so we think we have to basically fight our way through Pirate Cove. Can't believe we're gonna be fighting Soviet pirates in Sweden in the far future of 2200 and something. Hello? Read the pirate boats. I've a broken Ultima 3. Want one? Oh, thank you. Oh no, the KGB are after us. Actually, you know what? This is great for farming some gold. Thank you. Yeah, the alternative was to kill the jester, and like, we don't want to kill the jester. All right. Let's go into space. Boarding rocket. Mission control, countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! That's cool. Ship off course. You are in deep space. Oh shit. How do we control? Okay, can we like stop? Okay, we should probably look at our controls for spaceflight. Hyperspace jump to coordinates. Okay. 9, 9, 9. Prepare for hyperwarp. You are orbiting X. Perfect. Can we land? Landing requested. You are orbiting X. Insert galactic disk. Absolutely. Unable to open file. What? Why? Hold on, we might need to get another disk with us. The disk we have seemed to be broken. We'll fix that. Ultima 2, Apple 2, Disk 3. U2 Galaxy Disk. Alright, got it. And we are landing on Planet X. We crashed. Let's try again. Board, launch. Okay, so like, how do we land? Let's read our manual. Okay, we're guessing it's just landing on grass. It doesn't say. Ah, yeah, we did it. Exit. Alright, awesome. We're now on Planet X. And yes, yet another world map. Here's the great part. All the planets of our solar system, and Pluto, and Planet X, it's possible to land on. Combined with the other 5 world maps, that means this game has 15 world maps. And you get a map for 1. Well, technically 2, because this applies to 2. But, yeah. Alright, let's see who lives up here. In this castle. All this place. Okay. Are most of these weapons completely useless though? Depending on like we have way more items than we need, but you can be in a situation where you have to mine for trilithium. We have 12. We've used 2. You need a minimum of 4 to go into space, land, go back into space, land again. So you can go to other planets to farm for trilithium, because you get trilithium easier on certain planets. But yeah, I mean, it is largely useless. That is true. D-I N A-N and the S Andias Castle Barataria. Queen Susan. Father Antos awaits you. Oh yeah, great. Welcome, Michelle Tinderbox. First, my 50 GP tribute, and for it I raise thee 300. Okay. Oh, okay, so this is just another king that we can get help from. That's cool. Susan's room. Oh, Ozymandias is what it says. Of course. Nice. What a nice trespasser reference. Is Father Antos not here? King Ozzy's room. Okay. So King Ozymandias and Queen Susan of Baratia. Okay. But this is not where Father Antos is. So let's go look for Father Antos. That's probably kitchen. Okay, we're guessing he's not in Ozzy's place. Gonna need 500 gold if you want to get the quick sword later as well. That's optional, but we do want to get it. That shouldn't take too long. We're already at 148 after all. Speaking of games where you fly to other planets, we saw that apparently the Outer Worlds 2 ended up a financial disappointment, and as it stands, there are no plans to continue the series. Having not played it, we don't have any personal attachment to it, but it still made us sad, you know, from like a perspective of we know a lot of people liked both of those games, and people like Obsidian RPGs. We don't, but other people do. Yeah, Obsidian just can't catch a break, huh? They're like eternally cursed to just make games that don't end up meeting expected receptions. Avowed also apparently failed to meet expectations. Maybe they should make the games better. True. That, I mean, that's what we said whenever people are like Fallout New Vegas, right? People love that game, and you know, more power to you if you do. But people bring up how people bring up two things. They'll bring up the fact that Obsidian was beholden to the Metacritic reception of New Vegas for bonuses, and the Metacritic score ended up being too low, so they didn't get any bonuses, and that's bad. But they bring it up in a context of critics should have given it a higher score, and not this shouldn't be a thing at all. Like, bonuses should not be tied to a Metacritic score, period. Critics should give the games the scores they feel they should give them. That's called being an honest critic. But then they bring up Bethesda only gave Obsidian this long to make the game though. And it's like, Obsidian agreed to that. Like, they weren't forced. Bethesda didn't, like, ZeniMax Bethesda doesn't is that Father Athos? He doesn't, like, it doesn't be an enemy, they're not going for us. Hello? No, it is an enemy. Oh, they just can't walk across the marsh. But it's like... Sorry, but like, it's just not a good defense to be like, oh, but they were forced to make it within 16 months. It's like, yeah, they weren't forced though. They agreed to make a game within 16 months. And they made the decision what that game was gonna be. Like, that's not really a good justification for like, oh, that, and because of that, you can't like criticize how broken it is or whatever. Where the fuck is Father Athos? Yeah. But yeah, we've always had an issue with Obsidian's games. Like back when they were Black Isle, because of course most people who worked at Obsidian initially were part of Black Isle. Oh, there we go, a city. Like back when they were Black Isle, they made games that we liked, but no, I don't think a single game they made since they became Obsidian, or since Obsidian was founded, rather, has been a game that we liked. Like, we didn't like Knights of the Republic 2. We didn't hate it or anything, we just didn't like it. We didn't like Alpha Protocol. No mages. Well, we're not a mage. Get drunk at Aussies. But yeah. Oh, these are thieves. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? You just walk into the bar and the thieves start attacking you? It said no mages. We're not a mage. We're a fucking elf fighter. That's not a mage. We were allowed in there. Transport? Okay. Where were we? Yeah, Neverwinter Nights 2. Okay, admittedly, that one we haven't played. Like, we touched it a little bit, but like, we haven't played it enough to have an opinion of it. But we didn't like Neverwinter Nights, so like, yeah, we didn't check out the sequel. Aussie Armory. What else have they made? Fallout New Vegas didn't like. There are other games they made, we just can't remember them right now. But yeah, like, they're just not for us. Not for us, but we're happy other people like them. But we do feel bad for like, what the fuck? Why does everyone keep attacking us in here? Why does everyone keep attacking us? Holy shit. Also, where did our boat go? Let's go back. Oh yeah, Grounded. We haven't played Grounded, but apparently Grounded 2 did meet sales expectations. So maybe it's just the like dedicated single player RPGs that failed to meet expectations. Father Antos is in the castle. Ah. Sing leader cook yells, "Kitchen closed! Come back!" Oh god, that's a racist accent. Will you buy my apples? No, thank you. Oh fuck. Is that Father Antos maybe? God, we're taking so much damage. Maybe this wasn't the best way to do this. Hi, are you Father Antos? You have earned my blessing. Return and claim the ring. Okay, there's gotta be an easier way to get in here. Is there like a door we can open up maybe? Probably. Okay, let's reload. Yeah, no, we get that, of course. And like, when we say that, and like, stuff like that is basically always bullshit. And we're well aware of that. We're just saying that like Obsidian does have a surprising track record of like specifically failing to meet publisher expectations. In a way that like a lot of other equally respected studios don't. Okay. Maybe we can go through here. Let's go through Susan's room. Oh, Queen is spelled with a K? Okay. How many keys do we have? 11. That's okay. We're fine. Justin the jailer warns, I wouldn't go in there. You've already been there. Okay, there we go. You've earned my blessing. Return and claim the ring. Thank you, we will. Did anyone watch the Nintendo Direct, Partners Direct today? It was, it wasn't very good. It had a few games that looked cool, but it was a very underwhelming Direct. We suppose if you're someone who only has a Nintendo Switch 2, and none of the other modern consoles or computer, or a computer that can play modern games, then it's nice to see some stuff being confirmed for the system. There was mostly stuff we kind of already knew was gonna happen. They announced Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is like great, that game is awesome. They announced Oblivion Remastered, stuff like that. But like, for the most part, it was just kind of like, kind of boring. Shit. We need to figure out are the coordinates for Earth in the manual, you reckon? There was a galactic map in the manual. see. Come on, archive.org. Is archive.org like down or something? .666. Oh, that's why I said 666 earlier. Yeah, for whatever reason, the where's our manual reading thing? Didn't we have a thing to read the manual on stream? Oh, is this one maybe? Yes, it is, but yeah. Oh, file cannot be found. What? Apple II manuals. Okay, it seems archive.org is having some issues. Oh well. If it's 666, we don't need a manual anyway. Hyperspace 666. Now we gotta land. Insert player disk, of course. Okay. Okay, there's a lot of places to land on. Ideally, we want to land somewhere we can get a ship or airplane through. There we go. Perfect. Woo! Hello. Board. Launch. Okay, let's see. Are we? Oh, great. Let's see where we're even supposed to go. Because we don't remember. We already spoken to Oh, yeah, right. It's Baradin's town. Okay. Okay. Then we need to find a way from the aftermath to Pangaea, which is in Africa. That would be down here. Is it gonna show up? Oh wait, this might be Australia. This might be. Yeah, this is Africa. So we just figured that's what Africa looked like in the aftermath. Like, that the landmass had changed in the apocalypse. Not opening up here either. Oh, it's like in the northern part of Africa. It's like up here. No, never mind. We're looking at the way to Pangaea to the aftermath. We're looking at the wrong one. This is the one we need to go for. Alright, and now we need to find Baradin's town again. Which we think is over here. Oh, that's our ship. Like here somewhere? Right? Yes. Huh. The question is, where was the person that we spoke to? That's the way out. You? Nope. An astronaut claims there is a planet X. Yeah, we know. Father Antos lives on X. Yeah, we know. We've been there. Anul natrak utas besodin doch dientes. Okay. Maybe it's one of these. Believe. Believe. Tinderbox, you're not a cleric. We know. But we're trying to find... We've already done this once, but I can't remember... Is it you? Nope. Maybe it's you. Nope, that's just a merchant. Oh, it's the Oracle. Time and travel made me wise. Precious gold, a clue it buys. How much will you pay times 100? Nothing, thank you. Where the fuck is this motherfucker? It feels like it should be this character, right? Because they're standing like right in the open. Do we have the ring? No. So we didn't get the ring from that guy, so it can't be that guy. This guy? No? Maybe it's the guy to Delhi. She's got to be at 999. Still not entirely sure why, I suppose Father Antos just uses he, she pronouns, but you know, perfectly valid. But why can't remember who has the fucking... Maybe it's this guy. No. Look it. We're gonna look it up. Wait, did we go to the wrong place? Oh. We went to the wrong place. This is where you learn the coordinates. This is not where the descendant of Father Antos is. Or follower of Father Antos, or whoever it is. The person that told us to go find Father Antos is not here. They're in New San Antonio. Okay, hold on. How do we get to... We're in Pangea right now, right? Fuck it. Should be like a gate up here somewhere. Wait, no, there's a gate to the four corners of the Time of Legends. Welcome back, my son. Yeah, what do people even know about Father Antos? Why is blessing important? Yeah, so like something about like a magic ring that Father Antos has that will like ward people from danger, that he apparently like kept away from Minax basically. But he won't trust it to anyone basically. And Father Antos' child or follower or something has the ring, but you need Father Antos' blessing to get it. It's like, I mean, the actual reason is... Oh, that was not the one we meant to go to, but that's okay, because this one actually brought us to the right time period. So that's awesome. But yeah, I mean, the actual reason is very simple. It's for the sake of having a quest. But, like... The story background is that like... there's basically a ring to protect yourself from Minax. I think it might be this guy. Hold on. Normally you learn this through seer hint, but okay, no, it's not that guy. Apparently the seer hint is the old man under a tree. Let's find an old man under a tree. That's the prison where we're gonna get the quick sword later. Not seeing anyone under a tree. I mean, there's some like forest tiles, but like... Huh. Oh. What? That is so silly. Okay. Okay. So we actually we need to get some gold before we do this, because apparently we still have to buy the ring to save the world. We can't just be given the ring, of course. That would make too much sense. So let's get some gold. We need 500 gold for the ring. Well, that was easy. Oh yeah, the Nintendo Direct. We're gonna talk about Nintendo Direct because we wanted to talk about they showed off Turok Origins again. It's been missing in action since the Game Awards 2024 when it was announced. If you don't know, Turok Origins, which is the next Turok game, it's a reboot again, and it's a tree. It's a third-person co-op shooter, but they announced today that you can play it in first person, which 100% is a case of like people going, "Why is it third person?" 2 years ago, and then being like, "Okay, fine." It looked better. The game looked better now than it did on reveal, but it still looks so bland in some ways. Like it honestly, like, it's kind of funny how like Turok 2008 looked bland in specifically that era's way. Like it looked like, you know, a post Gears of War sci-fi shooter, and this new one is just like so post Destiny 2 sci-fi shooter, and it's like, maybe we're just like remembering nostalgia. Maybe we're just like nostalgic and like looking at this with rose-tinted glasses, but the original Turok didn't feel derivative. Turok 3 had a bit of Half-Life in there. We talked about that when we played Turok 3, but like Turok 1, like it didn't look like Doom. It didn't look like Quake. It didn't look like Duke Nukem 3D. It didn't look like any other first-person shooter. It played a bit like them, but like it had its unique aesthetic, and we don't understand why they can't try and do something different with the series, but we'll see. It's coming out this fall. We will be playing it. They also showed like a dinosaur horror game called Tokyo something. It's like about a girl in the underground of Tokyo, and there's dinosaurs and monsters. It looked pretty bad, but it had a very strange quirk to it. You can play it 4-player co-op, but it's a single-player game. Yeah, Tokyo Scramble. So in co-op, one person controls movement, one person controls camera, one person controls like actions, and one person controls, I forget what the fourth thing was. And it's like, that sounds hilarious. The game looks bad, but that sounds hilarious. Now, it's a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. We don't have a Switch 2, so we're not going to be able to play it, but it definitely seems interesting. Okay, let's talk to this one. I'm an old man. Okay, right. Now, normally we need to have the seer is the one who tells us about the old man having the ring. So we're gonna give the old man 500 gold. The ring is yours. Thank you. So now we can either go fight Minax, or we can get the best sword first. We kind of want to get the best sword. To get the best sword, we need to farm 500 gold. We don't need to go to any other time period for that, because it's in this city. But now we've done all the mandatory quests for the end of the game. Because now that we have the ring, we can actually step into what is the world? Oh, the time of legends, and survive past the little gateway part. Oh, one good thing announced for Switch 2, and sadly only Switch 2, not Switch 1 apparently. The people that have been doing arcade archives are now doing console archives, which means that while it's not Nintendo, there is now an actual virtual console service on the fucking Nintendo Switch that isn't a fucking subscription model. And that is wonderful. And it's opening... The first game they dropped is a PlayStation 1 exclusive that is also owned by Sony. It's Cool Borders. Which means that, like... they fucking put a PS1 emulator on Switch 2 today. Which is amazing. But yeah, that's awesome to see. They also announced Ninja Gaiden 2, we believe. That's one of the other first games. Odd pick, but yeah. It's just nice to see. What the fuck? It's just nice to see some sort of virtual console service coming back. Recommend Sonic Foundation Battlefield 9 from the first event. Sure. I meant to ask you, running a virtual machine for this? No, we are running the enhanced Apple IIe emulator. Which is a Windows-based... actually, I think it's multi-platform. Apple II emulator. I suppose technically it is a virtual machine, but it's like it's not set up through like a virtual OS service. Do you feel the Switch outdoes the PS Vita for being the optimal emulation platform for handheld games? No. Yeah, just from the very basic fact that most of the emulated titles on the Switch are games you don't own. Like the entire like NSO Classics thing is a system we are so extremely against as a concept, because of Nintendo only offering subscription models and not allowing you to buy the games, that we like consider it mostly useless in regards to console, classic console gaming. Now there are of course publishers that have put out their games separately, like Collection of Mana, Collection of Saga, Super Bomberman Collection, the Castlevania collections, Metal Gear Collection, like stuff like that. And now the console archives for Nintendo Switch 2. But the fact that Nintendo decided to swap out their excellent virtual console service for a subscription model is like a big reason why we don't play old games on the Switch. Whereas on the PS Vita and the PSP, you can actually own those games. And of course, if you include homebrew, you could just emulate everything, basically. But honestly, the optimal emulation platform for handheld games is probably a Steam Deck. Because while the PS Vita is great, you do eventually hit that wall of like more powerful emulators, more powerful systems not running properly on the PS Vita. And that's less of an issue when you have a Steam Deck. Well, yeah, I mean, the Steam Deck is priced like a laptop because it basically is a laptop. So, like, yeah. It's strange if I'd rather record all games with the original bad quality from the original consoles from our channel rather recording from the Switch subscription service. We don't think that at all. We will say we do think the Switch subscription service, especially if we don't like it, they do at least keep like the original resolution and such, which is good. So at least you don't get like needlessly crisp, upscaled graphics for what is meant to be a preservation thing. Yeah, we have 4 Xbox. Yeah, we have 4 Xbox 360s. We almost bought 2 more recently. We walked into a second-hand store, and they had 2 Xbox 360s. One was broken, one was working. And we were like, should we? It's like, no, we shouldn't. But we almost had 6 Xbox 360s. Xbox 360 is just a good fucking console. Also, we actually want to get a proper flashed console. We have one technically, but it's an old flash thing. It doesn't allow for custom hardware. We do want to get a flashed custom hardware for 360 because like that would make it so much easier to play certain things. Now that they're getting extremely expensive. We also want to get a Dreamcast with an SD card loader because those are also getting expensive, and our disc reader is dying again. Having the SD card loader for the Sega Saturn has like made having a Sega Saturn so wonderful. But yeah. You know, it's funny, like, we have a PS2, and our partner has a PS2. I don't think we've ever streamed from a PS2. We could do that, like, but we haven't found a single game that we want to stream from the PS2. Maybe if we play Kingdom Hearts at some point on PS2 on stream, maybe we will play that. Or maybe if we want to do like Final Fantasy X or something. But then again, those games we do kind of prefer to emulate. I mean, it's nice to play on hardware, but we just like the... When it comes to streaming, it's nice to have the added benefit of save states and overclocking of the CPU for skipping through things when you die, and all the unskippable cutscenes must play again. Speaking of, that was Tales of Symphonia right there. Speaking of games that are like unplayable today because of like cutscene skipping not being a thing, and the cutscenes running for several minutes, and it taking forever to get to the cutscenes, and then you die, and then you have to get back, and you have to watch the cutscenes again. We think the newest remaster changes that, but the remasters are really bad for other reasons. So like, if you're gonna play Tales of Symphonia, GameCube emulator, best way to play it. Yeah. GameCube is a great console. GameCube was like peak Nintendo. Like, Nintendo was just in full-on creativity mode for that system. We loved it. Absolutely excellent system. We love the 360, the GameCube, the Sega Saturn, the Sega Dreamcast. After that, we're not sure. Have a friend who beat Chelsea for a GameCube probably over 100 times. We play same multiple times a year. Yeah, I mean, we get it. People who like, I mean, if you're good at the game and you're already used to how that game plays, it won't be as much of an issue. But like, we played Tales of Symphonia around launch, right? Then we didn't play Tales of Symphonia until the Steam release of the HD port, the first HD remaster. They made like 2 HD remasters. And we were like, oh, we loved Tales of Symphonia as a kid, let's replay it. And when you have to relearn that game as an adult, and you run into the fact of like unskippable cutscene mixed with fixed save points, mixed with very unfair difficulty in the boss fights, and like it was just a mix of like the worst stuff, you know. And to be fair, we're not saying we're glad they got rid of it in the remaster or whatever, because like fuck the notion that you need to fix games. Like, if the game was beloved back when it came out, we loved it, then it can be beloved now, it's fine. We are saying that like, for us it was like, we're not having fun playing this game anymore. We like the story, we're not having fun playing it. So like, if we had played that game every year between childhood and that HD PC release, we probably wouldn't have had that issue, because we would have gotten to those hard boss fights and be like, oh, we know how to do this, and it wouldn't have been a problem, you know? But because we had to like relearn everything, and we were just faced with so much bullshit, we were just like, why are we doing this? We can play so many other games that we like better, you know? Speaking of, again, we're gonna be playing soon on stream. It's, Morrowind. Specifically because of, the current talk about how you can't go back to Morrowind today, it's cringe and bad to play. So we're gonna play unmodded Morrowind. Because it's fucking great. We say unmodded, we're probably gonna mod in like hair colors and such, because we think that's fun. But like the point is, we're not gonna like get the quality of life updates, we're not gonna get rid of the hit chance, we're not gonna get rid of like not having fast travel and stuff like that. Because this game is still the best American developed RPG ever made. But yeah, let's keep going. We kind of got stuck in a tangent there. And yes, we will also be back to Oblivion Remaster at some point to do the expansions and the guild storylines. No unofficial patch? No. Well, we will probably, for the sake of capturing the game at all on the modern hardware, we will be playing it in OpenMW, which does have like anti-crash patches. But like, our point is more that we're not gonna use any kind of like gameplay alterations. Because people, that's what people are saying, that like, oh no, if they made Morrowind, if they re-released Morrowind now, they would have to like completely change all of this and this and this, and it's like, no they fucking don't. It would be fun to play a Talesoft game on stream as well. Our favorite one is the Graces, so maybe do we play that one. That one didn't recently get a re-release. Yeah. this is gonna be annoying. We're almost at... Are we actually running out of food? Holy shit. We really thought we weren't gonna have to buy any more food this run. But we'll see, maybe we don't. Oh yeah, how do we get to the Time of Legends later? Australia, okay. But yeah, we get so annoyed when people like there's nothing wrong with remakes or remasters with like quality of life improvements. We actually don't have a problem with that at all. We just want the original games to also be preserved. We're basically advocating for player choice, you know? But we want people to actually like be willing to give old games a chance and like base them on the level they were made for, rather than just immediately run to a modern experience as if that's just inherently better, you know? It's why we got really upset the other day, because people were talking about how like, oh, I'm really enjoying the original Final Fantasy on Xbox right now. And we were like, motherfucker, the original Final Fantasy doesn't exist on Xbox. Like, it doesn't. You're talking about the Pixel Remaster, which is like the 8th remake of Final Fantasy 1. It is a completely different experience. It looks different, it plays different, it sounds different. It has general aesthetical vibes that are changed. It has like script differences. It has a completely different like challenge to the game. But people only see like the story. And they're like, oh yeah, well it's the same story, so it's the same thing. And it's like, but it's not. Because you're not reading a novel. It's like saying like 2 movies are the same thing if like they kept the story the same. Like no, a remake is still not an original because of that, you know? A shot-for-shot remake is still a remake. And it really bugged us. Because like, the fact that people consider things like the Pixel Remasters the original is like, it feels like such a loss of art to us. Because like it's just factually not the original. It's a good game. Well, okay, we actually don't like Final Fantasy 1 that much, but like it's a good remake. We do think it's a good remake. We have played it. And it's a perfectly valid way to like experience the story of Final Fantasy 1, but like it's not the original, period. And like we don't even think we're like a particular hard ass about that either, because like we're not like, oh, actually only the Famicom version is the original or something like that. Like no, we're perfectly happy with calling, like, hell, we would even go so far as to say you can call the MSX version the original, because it like, while it does have hardware limitation changes, like it removes the scrolling and stuff like that, the script is the same, the assets are for the most part the same. Like it's based on the same code and everything, so it's like, you know, fair enough. What are you doing, Buddhist? Sorry, Buddhist is sitting on the TV remote, which means that we can't read the chat right now. Hold on. Either sit in the lap or go somewhere else, okay? How do we close this menu without clicking anything? There we go. But we've just been here the entire stream, missing. Well, almost. How do we get into the prison? Do we have to kill this guard? That's annoying. Guess so. Whew. Shit. Okay, police. Okay, good. We're safe. Okay, so one of these characters has the quick sword. I'm not entirely sure who though. Probably want to stand still. Santre the Swashbuckler warns, beware! I have a quick blade. Okay, you want to give us the quick blade? Enilio is yours. Guessing that's the quick blade? Yes, okay. So, ready? Quick blade. Now I have the best weapon in the game. Okay, we're gonna lure all the guards in here. And then I'm gonna bring them around the pool. Oh, fuck. Didn't work. Oh shit, there's only one way out of San Antonio. Well, there's two. It's also the airport, but... Oh, this might actually be a terrible idea. Isn't customs gonna... Okay, customs already... Yeah. Okay, so the good news is we survived. The bad news is we have 86 HP, and that is not enough HP to fight Minax. So we gotta farm some gold so we can heal. Alternatively, we can just not use the quick sword, but yeah, we're gonna save on a different save state. For the sake of having the option to not use the quick sword in case this ends up taking too long. Where are all the monsters? You know, we might actually have to do this without the quick sword. It's just gonna take too long to do it any other way. Okay, apparently the quick sword only deals 2 more damage than the phaser. Fuck that. We're gonna check real quick if there's a way to get it without killing the guard. Okay, there is a way to get the quick sword. We still have to fight a little bit, but It sounds fun, so we're gonna try it. Basically what we can do is we can actually make use of the airport. So apparently we can drive the airplane in town as well. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna kill this guy, which is gonna alert the guards. And we're gonna board the airplane, launch it, land it, exit, unlock this door, board the plane, exit. We can do that. You didn't miss Cat. Cat is here. Oh, baby. Let's see. Unlock the door. Offer gold, 500. Now we have the quick sword. Ready the quick sword. How the fuck did they go past the... Alright, they can move diagonally. Yet. Did not take that into account. Oh well, that's okay. Because we can just leave town! Alright, we're free. Oh, okay, so now we need to go to Australia. And land. We'll wait for the portal. There it is. Holy shit! This is it. We are about... I know, we are in the time of legends. We are here to go. Hold on. Get this up right. We're here to go to Castle Shadowguard to defeat Minax. But first we have to defeat Minax's army. Can I get a theme now? No, you get it when we go to into the castle. But you're right that we should have some combat music for this at least. Hold on. Let's go with... Do we not have Etrian Odyssey on here? Or was that one of the ones that got caught by copyright, so we removed it? Maybe it was. Well, fuck it. We're gonna have it anyway. Wonder which ones are firing their sleep spell. I'm gonna try and guide them a little bit. The best thing could be if we can find a hallway. Oh, fuck. Times like this, we wish we had picked a spell user so we could cast spells to paralyze the enemies. Why didn't we just take the fucking airplane? Why are we doing this? Fuck it, it's cool. Amazingly, our health is not that bad. I have a worry. We think the enemies might be spawning in faster than we kill them. Hold on. We have to reload. We have to reload. The thief has stolen our ring. Oh, we're at the end, Missan. We're at the end. Okay. 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 Where do we see the ring? Yeah, there, rings 01. Still have a ring. Alright, okay, Moto, what music did you want? Battle Theme 9, Divinity Original Sin. Okay. Divinity Original Sin. Album. Is it on Spotify? If not, we can just do it through YouTube. Battle Theme 9. Songs. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be on... Only Original Sin 2's OST is on Spotify, so we're gonna have to use YouTube instead. Give us a sec. Is the volume okay? Here we go. Ring protects from field. Thieves Guild, the Morgue, Torture. Sorry, we just want to see what's in the rest of the castle. Apothecary. Oh, cool. So Shadow Guard. We're super dead. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out a better way to navigate this place. We're just checking where to go right now. Oh, okay. Oh, oops. Okay, hold on. Sorry, this YouTube video is almost over, so we're just gonna reload. Take off. Land. Gonna exit. Can't believe we got fucking paralyzed. Did we lose the ring? No. Oh, arm's paralyzed. Great. We hate the paralyze spell so fucking much. It is so fucking broken. The entire game has been broken. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Do we still have the ring? Yes. Okay. So we looked up where Minax is, and we will start the music again when we get to Minax's chamber. If you don't have the ring, by the way, these force fields do 1000 damage per step. Sorry, we accidentally tabbed out. Okay, we don't want to deal with these two clerics when fighting Minax, so we're just gonna get rid of them first. Bad enough that there's two Balrogs in there as well. So like, oh, and the Balrog is coming out. Great, great. Okay. Here we go. Final battle begins. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A hero, only one. Either way, you lose. Here we go. Die, fool! She's gone. Okay. 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 Let's carefully read how this works. Are you joking? Okay. You want to know how this fight works? Minax has 2 chambers. Chamber 1, Chamber 2. We're in Chamber 1 right now where we died. Chamber 1 is in this corner of the castle. Chamber 2 is in this corner of the castle. Every time you hit her, she teleports between the chambers. Now, she has 255 HP, not super much. It's less than a lot of the enemies we fought. Can we get the airplane? No. There's no way to get the airplane. Oh, but there is a way to get to Chamber 1 without running into the clerics. That is worth a try. You take 300 damage every time you engage Minax minimum. Okay. Okay. We do think this is doable. Like, we don't think we need to go back and boost our strength. Not yet, at least. Please don't paralyze us. Oh wait, we just realized we are incompetent. Here's what we should be doing. Much easier. Okay. Okay. So you want to fight minimum amount of enemies. And we think this is the ideal way. This will bring out the Balrogs. But not Minax. Okay. So we can do 1 hit. She will teleport. Then they start. Maybe we do need better strength. And we're asleep. Oh, sorry, we should probably have more exciting music right now. Oops. It's the wrong way. Jesus Christ. Okay, here's what we're thinking. we are gonna load... Is it this save file? Yeah. And we're gonna spend these 500 gold on more strength. Instead of the quicksword. Fuck the quicksword. I was gonna go back to the background music. We have the ring by now, right? Yeah, we do. Okay. We got nothing from that. Okay, let's try again. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Agility. What? Hold on. What does agility do again? Stats. Accuracy, success rate of steel required for weapons. Okay, so it doesn't let us dodge. Okay. Yeah, no, we need to get more strength. Why is this in our... No, wait, no, never mind. It is the correct music. Charisma 72. Not helpful. Sake. Oops, switching stats. Alright, take care, my son. God, it's 2 AM already, goddamn, yeah. God, it's so difficult to get strength. This might be the worst, like, level up system in, like, game history, though. Like, give money to a random NPC at a hotel, and if you're lucky, one of your stats will go up. It worked! 94 strength. Awesome. Now we need some health. Thankfully, health is much cheaper, so that's not too bad. Board. Launch. Wait, no, we need a ship, not a plane. It's 50 gold for every 300 HP. We really thought we would have enough, like, everything after all the grinding we did between streams, but never underestimate an 80s RPG. Shit, the ring is always at risk of being stolen now as well because of the thieves. That's actually very concerning. currently have 600 HP to get there. Remember, every time we step up to Minax, she takes a minimum of 300 HP from us. Basically, she hits for 100 HP flat every time she attacks. She attacks on every square within 3 squares of her. So provided you hit her on the first attack and you always go in a straight line towards her, she does 300 damage. If you take any additional steps or if you miss an attack, that's another 100. So we need to survive that, and we need to survive and be able to kill the Balrogs. We're very excited for a particular part in Ultima 3, a kind of infamous part in Ultima 3. Infamous because of how just strange it is, not like necessarily bad, just very, very, very strange. Basically, that game's version of Minax's defenses is very interesting. From what we remember, you don't go to space in Ultima 3 though. Are the Greedfall games good? We know they're Eurojank, but like, are there any good? We really like the composer, but we haven't played any of them. Still have a ring. Okay, 300 gold, that should get us 100, 1200, 1800 HP. You reckon that's enough? You're gonna hit much harder now. So hopefully the Balrogs won't be as much of a problem. It's almost double what we had last time when we went into the castle, so that mixed with much higher strength should hopefully be enough. Granted, we do have one lower tier weapon, but I don't think that should be an issue. Yeah, let's find out. Okay. Ooh. Food is running low. But if we starve to death instead, that's gonna be really embarrassing. And we're asleep. Jesus fucking Christ. Why are we missing every attack? Is that the invulnerable one? Yeah, okay. One of the fucking Balrogs are. So when does the cleric start chasing us? Here, okay. So now we have an invulnerable fucking Balrog after us. Fun. Game design. Jesus fucking Christ. You know, a very easy way to balance this better would just been to have the enemies not be able to pass through the field. They're still gonna be able to get to you in a lot of places because you have to run back and forth through the castle. But no, they can just walk through. Is there no way to get rid of this fucking... Hold on. Oh, what the fuck? We can use a strange coin with the negate command to freeze the Balrog. Oh, we didn't know that was possible. That's on us. Oh fuck, we're in the wrong room. But yeah, fair enough. That's on us. We didn't know that was. We did not know that was a thing you could do. We thought we had no magic as a fighter. It turns out we can still use magic objects. Okay, with that, we think we can put the battle music back on. Shit. We need 41 more health to do it. It's okay. Now we know. Now we know. Now we know how it works. Is there a longer version of this? Because this one is very short. Hold on. No one has like an actual long version of that of this music. We're just gonna go with 1 hour of combat music from Divinity. Okay. Alright, here we go. Oops, we're in the wrong. Okay. How many strange coins do we have? So you've never used them the entire game. 19, that should be plenty. Gonna go away now, Buddhist. Okay. Like so stopping time stops their movement, but not their attacks, which is a very strange choice. Because then this happens. Also, we've been calling them Balrogs. They're Balrons, because of course they need to be legally distinct. Honestly, we're kind of glad we didn't learn about the negate command until now, Because if we had known about it earlier, we would have used it all the time. We wouldn't have had any strange coins left now. Fuck. Okay, there we go. Tinderbox is dead. God fucking damn it! There's gotta be a way to trap the Balrons so they don't manage to follow us the entire way. Don't know why the fucking pathfinding is much better in this dungeon than like the rest of the game. This seems to be a safer path to travel, but now all those enemies will have followed us. So like we think by the time we go back, we should go back the way we used before instead. Okay, so if we did this the way we hope, fuck. We were gonna say, if we did this the way we think, there's not gonna be any Balrons up here. But, no, they were here. Their pathfinding is better than other enemies. That's the only thing we can think. So statistically, we do think this is going to be the last hit on Minax. Because we're almost at max strength. We have the second to highest weapon. The highest weapon does not have that much higher damage output. And it said 4 hits tends to be the standard for like the boss fight. So here we go. This is going to be it. Hopefully. Okay, one more. One more. We can do this. Please, please, good RNG. Please, good RNG. Fuck! Okay. We just have to be very, very careful. Wait, food. No. No. We don't have enough food. Okay. Okay. 103 food. We need to map out the closest path. It's through the center. No, that's the same. Wait, no, it's not. It is through the center. No. No, it's not. It's above the Morgan Thieves Guild. Going there, going there, going there. Okay. Okay, we think we can do it. We think our stats are fine. We just need to make sure we don't do any unnecessary steps. There's that. Lost. Okay. You said the morgue, not the torture chamber. Was there only one Balrog there? Sorry, Baron. Please don't fall asleep. Fuck. That's one unnecessary step. We went west too early. That's okay. In fact, I might even lure some of the Balrons the wrong way, so maybe it's a good thing. $22 food. That should be enough, right? Mm, 14. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7, 6, 5. Minax is dead. All her works shall die. You feel a strange force. You have saved the universe and completed Ultima 2. Seek now to conquer wicked Exodus, found in Ultima 3. Huh? Found in Ultima 3, 4? "3D 4P. What? Found in Ultima 3D 4P. What? What does that mean? What does that mean? No, 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 no. It's not. No, no, no. No. Exodus is Ultima 3. The like they write the Roman numerals with like brackets and an I in the middle, but we don't know what the 4 is about. 4P. We're gonna check to see what. Okay, Ultima 4P. Ultima bracket IIP. Oh, it's a pun. Okay, so apparently the idea was 3D, like the game is gonna be 3D, and it's 4P because you have a 4-player party. Oh wow, we're looking at one of the fan-made remakes of Ultima 2 right now. We need to show you what this one looks like, because they've updated the graphics, but they're trying to like keep aspects of the graphics the same at the same time. It's very interesting. Hold on, let's see. Like, it looks like this. So it's like someone took the DOS version and they updated it with like more advanced graphics, but they kept like the black grass. That is really funny. Anyway, yeah, that's Ultima 2. And we want to show you before we start, we're going to show you Ultima 3. We did the same thing when we did Ultima 1 and 2 after all. So we're going to do it. We're going to show off Ultima 3 before we start as well. I think that is the right disk. Just to be safe, we're going to download a few extra ones. Alright, so we are gonna load up the Ultima 3 disk and reset. Welcome to Exodus, Ultima 3, by Lord British. And look, a 4-player party battling a dragon! We have animation now! They're dead! Insert game disk 1.2, of course. We will be doing that. Here's real, we don't know what the command is for this one. We need to check that real quick. Ultima 3. No, not the PC version. Fuck that. Apple II commands. Where's the fucking command book? Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to, like, guess. Let's try this disk then. Ultima 3. Apple II. Start. Oh, maybe we need the play disk put in first. No, that's not it. Okay. Yeah. Should be this one. Right? Why is it not working? Yeah. To guide. NES, 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 PC, NES, NES, NES. Yeah, just probably. Now we're getting to the ones that have console versions, which means most of the guides are for the console version. Okay, Ultima 3. There's like a particular thing we want to show off. That's why I want to show the game off now. But we're not sure how to even get the game going. Oh, maybe we should be the Amiga version. That'd be kind of fun. Oh, sorry, we're getting up. Now we're getting sidetracked. Ultima 3, Apple guy. Okay, disc, what was it called? Disc 1.2. What is disk 1.2? Okay. Oh, okay. So it seems we are missing a disk, maybe? Maybe? Is it the extra disk we need to put in, maybe? Let's try that. No, that's not it. Let's see how many discs the game came with. We thought it was just 2, but maybe it's not. Apple II, where are you? There, Apple II, back cover. It's a 2-sided disc. Okay. Maybe that's the issue. No. This is so strange. Okay, let's see what the manual says. Maybe that can help us. If archive.org is working now. Yes, it does. Nice. Okay. Sorry. Manual archive. There we go. Book of play. All right. Exodus, Ultima 3. And yes, that is the name of the game. It's Exodus first and Ultima 3 second. Okay, what about the player reference card? Maybe it says something there? Oh, do we have to press the 2 key? There we go. Alright, we are now in. So you can see we have animated sprites now. Pretty cool. But what's even cooler, what you're gonna get to see, is it organize? Yeah. And that was option. No, party organization. Create a character. Okay, so let's create a character named. Okay, enter number 1 first and foremost. Tinderbox. Sex. Look at that. This 1983 computer game has a non-binary gender option. And maybe you're thinking, well, that probably only applies to like playing as non-human characters. Nope. You can be a non-binary human in Exodus. 1983. 1983. Modern mainstream RPGs only started catching up with this concept around 4 years ago? 1983! Like, we can't overstate, like, we're like, yeah, sure. You can be male, female, or other. Why not? Why not? There's no reason not to allow that. And that is fucking cool. That's what we want to show. And we can just like, let's do this as well. We don't know how many points we have to distribute. 25, maybe? Oh, it says up there. Now I feel silly. 20? 4? Okay. Okay, we're not allowed to have that low. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, that's what we wanted to show. Because we think that's so fucking cool. Like, there's something really special about that. But yeah, we'll be playing Exodus next. We haven't decided which version yet. Maybe we'll do this version, the Apple II version. It is fun just playing the original versions, but also we have like the Amiga version, the Commodore 64 version, the Game Boy version, the DOS version, the NES version. Although the NES version does not allow non-binary characters. For some reason. But like there are a bunch of other versions we could potentially play. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you all had a really good time watching this Ultima 2 playthrough. We had a good time playing it, even if it was stressful at times. We beat this game on one food. One food left. The NES isn't powerful for non-binary genders, yeah. Anyway, we'll be back soon. With more Ultima, with Morrowind, with some Hitman, with more Life is Strange, etc, etc. Right now, we're not entirely sure when the next stream is. It might be as early as tomorrow. We haven't decided yet. But we'll see you then. And a very special thank you to Arachnapunk, Bean, Garden, Harahase, Juice, Little Fate Leaf, Emerald Moto Kachoma, Rumray, Rain, The Coyote, Saga Music, Shadow Winchester, Yarocha. And if you would like to support us, we have Patreon, a Ko-fi, and PayPal. Links are on screen and in the description. Any amount you give gets your name in the credits for at least a month. It's very much appreciated because this is our only income. Yeah. Thank you so much. Take care. I will see you on the next stream.